Hey, what's going on, guys? Runeterra here, and today we are going deep as requested by a viewer from the Seraphine Fizz video, someone who likes deep and wants to learn it. Deep is a very beloved deck throughout the community. The list has become quite standardized over the years, but this is my list. It looks a lot like other deep lists, but there is some room in this deck for tech choices, and I'll be going over mine alongside the staples so that we understand why we're playing the cards that we're playing. So to start on the front half in the staples, we've got Dreg Dredgers, Sea Scarab, Dead Bloom Wanderer. These are our early units. They toss cards, which is what we want. In case you don't know about Deep, the whole objective is it's sort of like a self-mill deck. If you're familiar with Magic the Gathering turns, you want to be emptying your deck until there are fewer than 15 cards. Once there's fewer than 15 cards, you are deep. And allies that have the deep keyword, specifically sea monsters, are all deep creatures. They get +3/+3. And it's also Nautilus's level up condition that you are deep. And so you go deep, all of your things get big, and you're gonna kind of close out the game just like once that happens, because Nautilus is gonna flip. Your sea monsters are going to cost 4 less, which means most of them are gonna cost 1, 2, or even be free, and you get to swarm the board with humongous units very quickly. It becomes way too much for most decks to deal with. The struggle is getting there, and these early units help us. Dreg Dredgers are 2/1 on 1, summon, toss 3. Sea Scarab, it sees other things die. It is a sea monster as well and has deep, so once you go deep, it becomes a 5/6, which is very good. Allies die, toss 1. Dead Bloom Wanderer has lifesteal, 3/2, toss 3. These are all great. We also have 3 of Jaw Hunters. It's a 3-mana challenger 4/1. I say it in just about every video. Love being able to threaten 4 damage on things. There's so many threats in the game that have 4 health. Having something that can push 4 is amazing, and for a great price, we love it. When it's summoned, Jaw Hunters, it creates a random sea monster in hand. So it's going to replace itself in hand with something bigger. And, you don't, you would love to be able to kill Gwen or Vayne or something like that with it, but you don't really care too much if it gets pinged away with a Vile Feast, because you're getting a sea monster in hand. Another thing you'll notice is that we don't have a whole lot of sea monsters in the top end for this list. That is because we have 3 of Jaw Hunters, who's going to create a random one. There's some pretty good rolls in the card pool, the sea monster card pool, outside of what we're running here. And the second reason is because we're running 3 of Lure of the Depths. Lure of the Depths, a 3-mana burst spell, reduce the cost of sea monster allies everywhere by 1, draw a sea monster. We really would like to be drawing Sea Scarab with Lure of the Depths, because Sea Scarab is like an early game engine that's going to get us deep very quickly. And so by thinning out our pool in the top end of sea monsters, we just ever so slightly increase the odds that we're going to be drawing Sea Scarab. Lure of the Depths, I don't think every deep deck runs this, but I'm a big fan of it in deep. I run it as a 3 of. Once you start reducing the cost of sea monsters, coupled with Nautilus, if you can get Devourer of the Depths to be free, that's insane, and good luck to the opponent trying to play around that. 1 of Thread the Needle in conjunction with 2 Black Spears. I was originally just running 3 Black Spears. This deck doesn't have the easiest time. It's not like the Vayne Hecarim video from yesterday where if we can preserve our units, we sure would like to. We don't want to just suicide things in for Black Spear to be live. Thread the Needle in conjunction with Jaw Hunters is a 3-mana deal 4. I see it. I've had it happen a couple times testing this, where I line up an attack with Jaw Hunters on some 4 health threat. they have the removal spell, and then you get them with Thread the Needle. And it works out pretty well because Jaw Hunters is replacing itself in hand. You're sort of trading Thread the Needle for the enemy unit you're trying to kill, and you're fizzling a removal spell. It's a really great line. It also adds a little bit of flexibility on the top. You could maybe like target a sea monster late game to kill a really big threat. We're not running Vengeance. I have no Vengeance in this list. I'm relying on Thread the Needle and Black Spear. We have a lot of like low scale removal. 3 Vile Feast is a staple in any Shadow Isles control list. Deep is no exception. 2 Black Spear, it's premium. 1 Thread the Needle for that flexibility over a 3rd Black Spear. 3 Undergrowth is one of the new cards added to Deep this year. It does so much for the deck. It is like everything that it's needed. 3 mana, drain 2 from a unit, toss 3. Amazing. Our like top end removal is Devourer of the Depths. I don't know. I had 2 Vengeances for a good while in Deep. Right now, I just don't think Vengeance is where you want to be. There are some like big units, but they tend to like be a lot cheaper than 6. And I don't know, you just like give up your turn playing Vengeance, and then like they could have an answer to it, and it just doesn't. A lot of times like I just like hold on to Vengeance for the entire game, and so I cut it completely. If you want to add Vengeances, I would probably recommend cutting a Thread the Needle, a Jettison, and then a Lure of the Depths, in that order, depending on how many Vengeances you want to go for. 2 Maokai, because he gives us an alternate win condition, which is really cool, but he's a little slow, and this is a pretty slow deck that we want to just stay alive on the early rounds. Maokai doesn't help us too much with that, but I like him as a 2-of because, for one, his alternate win condition is very good. He's definitely worth having at least as a 1-of. I don't mind like playing him on 4 or 5 or whatever. He does a lot for the deck if he can stick to the board. He just doesn't always stick to the board, and you're in a pretty bad spot when that happens. I will play him if he's in my hand, and then I will typically hold the 2nd Maokai for when he's flipped, so that I can like mill the entire enemy deck. Yeah, I would say 2 Maokai. You could go to 1 and just only play him when he's leveled, but I do think he puts in work if he's, you're tossing 2, you're getting a sapling. He's like a cracked version of Sea Scarab. 2 Salvage, to draw 2, toss 2. It's, there are better draw spells in Bilgewater. Eye of Nagakaburos really pushed this one out of the meta, but in Deep, this is like everything you want in a draw spell, so you're still gonna run Salvage every time in Deep. 1 Abyssal Eye, because he's a very helpful sea monster. He can block elusives, he can draw cards. You don't really mind playing him if you're not Deep. He's a 3/3 with elusive. That's pretty good, and he's got the, what's that P&Z card, like the Scavenge Camo Cloak, the elusive and draw one. He's basically got that on him. Very good for sort of, he himself like is awkward in the hand, but he can help you like get out of an awkward hand. 3 Devourer of the Depths is the best sea monster in Deep. You should always have him as a 3-of. Play Obliterate an enemy with less health than me. This is what we're using in place of Vengeance. With Nautilus, this guy costs 2. With Lure of the Depths, or a 2nd Lure of the Depths, he costs 1 or free with Nautilus. And he's just like, you put down, when you're Deep, he's going to be a 7/7. You're going to put him down, you're going to obliterate something on the enemy's board, and like this is how you're just going to out-tempo the opponent very quickly, is just multiple Devourer of the Depths in 1 turn. 2 of Atrocity, I think that's where you want to be in Deep. 1 just isn't enough because you might end up tossing it. 3 is a little clunky. When I'm facing Deep, I always put my opponent on 2 Atrocities. The thing with this card is that, your opponent can see what cards you're tossing. So if they see like the first Atrocity get tossed, they might stop playing around it, and they might let themselves go below 13. The reason why Atrocity is so good in deep is because Nautilus, when he's leveled, is the biggest unit in the game. He's a 13/13 with tough and fearsome, and you can just like Atrocity Nautilus into the opponent's Nexus for 13 damage. So if they see that first Atrocity get tossed, they might let themselves go below 13. They might think, oh, he might only have one Atrocity, or he doesn't have second. And when I'm facing deep, I always put them on 2. I will play around Atrocity until I see the second one get tossed. If they happen to have third Atrocity, more power to them. I'm never gonna play around a third Atrocity. I think 2 is where you want to be in this deck. And 1 Shipwreck Hoarder, because the treasures are amazing. Every single treasure, except maybe Keelbreaker, can kind of hurt you just as much. But all of these are insane cards. 5 mana, you know, summon 3 8/8s. 5 mana, create 5 random cards that cost 0 in hand. And like, yeah, Keelbreaker is a really good board wipe, but sometimes it messes you up too. And if these get tossed, you draw them instead. So, you know, we're doing a lot of tossing with our early units. Sometimes these guys like will stay in our hand, or like we'll top deck them late into the game, and it's a little sad, but we can end up tossing a treasure, adding it to our hand, and like winning through it. And then that pretty much covers the list. I did want to touch on Jettison. I have that as a 2 of. I remember when this deck first came out, Jettison was like an easy 3 of in everybody's lists. Some people have cut it completely from the deck. They say that, you know, it's kind of a dead hand. It gets you to deep. Like, it's only a good card that does something on the turn that you go deep. You know, we've all seen it or done it where your opponent is attacking and you rip a Jettison, your Sea Scarab like goes deep, and suddenly you have really good blocks. I don't think that's the only like case for Jettison. I think just 1 mana tossing 4, it's the most mana efficient card for progressing your game plan, which is to go deep. I'll say like Jettison, it progresses your game plan like no other card in this deck. It does not, however, advance your board state at all. It only advances your board state when you go deep, and that's what people mean when they say it only does something when it's getting you to deep. It does advance your board state in that sense. It also just progresses your game plan as quickly as possible, as efficiently as possible. I want to be going deep on round 7. I want to slam Nautilus on 7. I want to flip him. I want to reduce the cost of my sea monsters, and I want to close the game out on like turn 8 or turn 9. I don't want to go all willy-nilly and like opponent like gets me with a Ruination or a Harrowing or something. I want to close this game out fast. Jettison is, you know, 1 mana toss 4. It does it like no other card in the deck. So this is a list. We're gonna take it onto the ladder and see how it does in this meta, because, you know, a lot of things, a lot of new cards, we don't really know what's good yet. And deep it's a pretty refined list, and these kind of do well in new patches where people are like have these kind of like finicky lists. Like a solid refined list is gonna put up good numbers when people are experimenting with new things. So we're gonna take this on a ladder. We're at 66 LP in Diamond 4. I got a little bit of climbing done before recording today. So we do have some LP to put on the line. I would really like to hit Diamond 3, Diamond 2. I want to get like Masters by next week. But we are going to take this deck onto the ranked ladder and see how we do. So thank you guys for watching so far. If you like the content, if you like what you're seeing, please be sure to leave a like and comment on the video if you have any future suggestions for deck lists. I'm always reading the comments and trying to gauge interest, so that would be very helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Thank you guys. I hope you have a great day. I hope we have some great games. Alright, game 1, we've got some Mono Noxus nonsense going on. That sounds terrifying. but LeBlanc, Darius, Katarina. We'll see how that goes. I kind of like this hand. In most games, I will like not keep Nautilus, but I really like want to have him on 7. And I think with this, the rest of these are all good cards to see in the opener. I think we're gonna take the chance here and keep Nautilus. Those are all good cards to draw. Those are bad cards to toss.
I'll do better this time.
So I hope we don't get too heavily punished by keeping Nautilus. Wow, choosing not to attack? Well, will you develop?
Ready.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I think he should have just. I would. I don't know. I mean, I guess he has a 5/2 because he has a unit. So salvage, very good.
Never.
Katarina is scary. You know what? It's actually not that scary though. We can. Ooh. No, Blade's Edge costs 1. He doesn't have the mana for it. We can Undergrowth Katarina, and that should be his only Katarina. I'm not. I heard that like in 3 champion splits, it's like the champion on the left, they have like the most of, the middle is like the 2 of, and on the right is the 1 of. So if that's the case, that's the only Katarina we'll have to worry about. We're gonna block 5 damage with Drag Dredgers. That's so good. Blocking 5 for a 1-drop, dude. Hell yeah. We're gonna again open pass. We're the control deck. We get to do these
For the
things.
Empire.
And he does that. That's annoying. We'll play Jaw Hunters because I don't want him to like attack me for 8 next turn. And we'll pass. I don't need to challenge this guy. Like I'll block him next turn, and I'll have Black Spears live when he dies. We're 10 away from deep. We still have this salvage in hand. We got sea monsters adding up. That's good. Yeah, dude, you got it. Are you gonna develop? Let's do that. I'll take 3. I don't care. I'm not gonna spend a second Black Spear on a Legion rear guard. Whoa, that's you got it, dude. You got it. Hey! Got him! In game 2, we got some lurk going on. This can be a little bit of a scary matchup. It is very aggressive. If we find our early units, though, we should be able to halt the aggression. I will keep Undergrowth and probably mulligan the rest of these. And Drag Dredger is really cool. Dead Bloom Wanderer makes such a difference in this matchup.
Get the trash! Eat the trash!
And we just tossed the Dead Bloom Wanderer, so he predicted this turn. Do I wanna like I feel like he probably has Pike. I'm also gonna take 2. Because we can probably block way more damage with Drag Dredgers later on. Okay, we get our Atrocity. We'll pass. Charging. Yeah, like that's a dude we can block for more than 2. Zerasai. So opponent's on 1-drop City right now. Vile Feast is such a good card. So we don't have an immediate answer to Zerasai Caller. I think we will let him go through. We're gonna Vile Feast that Hatchling. Block the Shark. Like this. Maybe like this. So we could Jaw Hunters the Collar next turn. Or we could block with the Spider, save the most damage, and Undergrowth. I'm not sure if either is like particularly better. I think we'll do this. I like to just go 1 for 1. Let's not make it go convoluted. Second Jaw Hunters is really cool. We can Sea Monsters in our hand. Sea Scarab, that's a great hit. And we're gonna Undergrowth that guy because I don't want to block it with Jaw Hunters. I want to kill that Collar. I actually think I won't do that this turn. If I can play Sea Scarab next turn, that will be like 1 more card on top. Oh, okay. Got you, little fearsome guy. Blur of the Depths, that's huge. 10 away from deep. Opponent is not running out of units. Oh man, I do want to play Sea Scarab. We're gonna take some damage here. That's what this means. Or we like block with the Scarab. Just end up tossing 2 if we do. And that would make us 7 away from deep.
Fish out of water.
I really don't like the idea of going to 6 though. But it's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to 6. Vile. That would be a very good card. Okay, we find Nautilus. That's very important. I'm contemplating playing Abyssali and drawing a card this turn. Or playing Jaw Hunters. Getting a sea monster in our hand. I think we do the
Danger pays.
Do we get a Sea Scarab? We don't get. We get Terror of the Tides, which is a really cool card. And we'll take that pass all day, dude. All day. Undergrowth is huge right here. I don't think we need to slam Nautilus. He doesn't do much if he's not leveled. You know, he's a 13-13 when he's leveled. He's a 0-12 when he's not leveled. I think we'll start with the Undergrowth. Just like remove an attacker, heal up a bit. It'll put Sea Scarab 3 away from deep. Pike Spell. I'm a little afraid of Pike Spell. They've done a good amount of predicting. Yeah, there's Pike Spell. Okay, we'll do this. I think what that means... I'm gonna play Abyssali as well. I'm gonna play Abyssali and... Oh my god, wait, no, he has the attack like right now. That's annoying. Develop. No, he's not developing.
Stick around. Got friends coming.
Ruthless Predator. No, that's good actually. I mean, no, it's not. Because what I wanted to do... Oh man, we just lose, I think. Yeah, I wanted to play Abyssali and thread the needle onto Pike, but he had burst action, so he just got to swing on us very quickly. We didn't get the actions to go there. I mean, it happens. Like, Lurk is a pretty aggressive deck. It was close. It was close. Good game, opponent. Tyrant. Okay. People are on the aggro game today. Do we just keep double Undergrowth? It's a little, like, that's 6 mana. And like if they're on one drop city, it might be a little slow for us. But there's not like there's not too many better cards that we would like to see. Lure of the Depths is a little too slow for a list like this. I think we're gonna keep the double undergrowth though. And Deadboom Wander is really good. I don't mind seeing Lure of the Depths again. Sea Scarab. This is all looking really good. No one-drops, which is unfortunate. They can swarm us. But we've got healing. We've got 2, 4, and then if he hits once, 7 health in our hand. Pass, because aggro decks, they need to develop.
Hello, new best friend.
Yeah, and now we'll play Sea Scarab. Sea Scarab can actually, like... If I do this... Okay, they don't block. That's probably, like, yeah. That's probably what they should have done. But I can favorably
I'm
trade.
one of the good guys,
Oh,
but
now I
not that
can't.
good.
If we play Deadboom Wanderer, it will stop him from attacking with Misfortune. Regardless, it's like we're gonna block with Deadboom Wanderer. He's only gonna get to hit once. That's fine. Stop him from attacking with Misfortune. Let's block the most damage that we can.
They got past me.
Decisions. Playing Maokai here is a little inty, I think, because he's our entire turn, and they can just, like, go 6 wide, probably, very easily. Sea Scarab gives us another body. Of course, these things are gonna die if they block because of Misfortune. But we can also bank the 3 spell mana. I think what I'll do, I will play Allure of the Depths. Reduce this guy's cost by 1. Draw a card, draw a sea monster, and we'll pass.
You won't get past me.
Yeah, and it's 1-drop city for the aggro list.
Explosive.
I mean, this guy is Zandalf the aggro. So, it is to be expected.
Set sail.
Oh my god, dude. Literally 6 wide here.
Behind ya.
Let's go block. Undergrowth. I'm not happy about it. Not happy losing both of my Sea Scarabs like this. Those are such great cards that I wish were in our hand.
Damn it.
Wow, yeah, all of our early curve just got tossed. Ugh. Lure of the Depths. Okay, this is good. This is good. We're gonna play Maokai with a free Sea Scarab. So we're gonna be able to get a sapling. We're gonna toss more cards. We'll go deep when we draw one at next round start. Assuming Maokai like doesn't die here. I don't really know what opponent could have that kills Maokai. Even with 8 mana.
No one's the wiser.
Saboteur, I mean, we're probably killing that with a sapling, I guess.
Life springs anew.
Ha! He was aiming for my sapling. Missed it. Oh, actually, we'll go deep when the sapling dies. Oh my god, dude, you're annoying, man.
Hey, There's plenty of killing left.
Alright, it's looking dangerous. Very dangerous here. Vile Feast. Why can't I draw a Vile Feast? Why are they all on the bottom of my deck?
Guns blazing.
Yeah, he's going like that. Actually, no. Boom. Boom.
Defile the grove.
Undergrowth. We're down to 3. Second Fervor kills us. Decimate kills us. We're not in a position to making demands. Prey opponent doesn't have it. And also, we're at that point now, like, I would love to see Nautilus. We have 10 cards in hand. Or 10 cards in deck. Let's make that 9. Actually, we have no more sea monsters. It's like, let's get playing them, I guess. Decimate? Yeah, it's Decimate. Alright, good game, opponent. Galio. Formidables, I can only assume. Let's full mold this hand. Let's look for our toss units. Find Sea Scarab, that's really good. Atrocity, late game is secure. As long as we can find a Nautilus within a reasonable amount of time. I don't quite know what to expect. I mean, I do kind of know what to expect from this deck. It's gonna have a lot of formidable units, a lot of pump
I
spells.
sculpt what others only dream of.
That's really annoying. He got Omen Hawk on Duran Sculptor. That means he's out of undergrowth range. We're drawing all of our sea
I made you
monsters
fly.
early. That's a 0-4.
Where's my hammer?
Alright, what I'm gonna do, I don't know, if he has Elixir of Iron, more power to him. Again, those are all great cards that I would love to like have in my hand and not toss. These sea monsters get tossed. Nope, they're sticking around, dude. Third Devourer of the Depths. Third Devourer of the Depths. Let's go, dude. Just pass, dude. I got nothing.
Every work
Duran
demands a piece
Sculptor,
of
yeah,
ourselves.
casual 2-3.
I've come
Oh,
a long way
yeah.
from a flying stone bird.
Looking good for us. Dead Boom Wander is actually an amazing.
How can Brom
But Braun, oh my goodness, dude, what am I looking at? How far are we from deep? We're 12 away from deep. We're not even close. Oh my god, we're looking at so much damage, dude. I just gotta. But then he can challenge. This is so painful.
Let's show our friends that have you met my shield?
Steady hands.
Yeah, this is ugly, man.
A slight adjustment.
There goes all my 1-drops. There's Jaw Hunters, all at the bottom of my deck.
It is easy, see?
Well, there's Nautilus. 3 away from deep. I wish I would just one more. I think we really have to. Yikes, man. What are they pushing with an open attack? 4, 6, 8, 7, 10. Shield of Durand would like win them the game with an open attack. But I think I'll take that risk and just pass. Because if I like Devour of the Depths, right? Okay, do 12. Just only do 12. Yeah, okay, thank you. If I Devour of the Depths and they have a pump spell, it like hits, and that's no good. I also don't want to play Nautilus if he's not flipped. Oh my god. Alright, we'll play Shipwreck Porter. Because we're 2 away from deep. He tosses 2 before he creates his treasures. So we go deep. We hit 15, and then he puts the treasures. And so we go back up to 17, but we're already deep. Like,
A little reinforcement at the seams.
wow, top deck of treasure. Alright, is this game winnable? From this position, is this game winnable? If they have a rally, it's not, but we're gonna do our best here. We play Nautilus.
The water rises.
And we can play a Devourer of the Depths.
Will you chisel me?
And
friend?
Galio
Someone
basically
who won't
means that this
break?
game
Ha,
is
give
so,
me a day and you'll have 2.
like, not even, there was never a chance for us. But I don't know, let's see what they've got. Yup. Brahms Takar, that does it. Alright, we can still attack with Nautilus. And if he takes this damage, Atrocity becomes an out. Okay, no.
No rest until the battle's won.
Alright, if they don't... There's Drag Dredges. Oh my god, I would have liked you 8 turns ago.
We should be friends. Right.
Steady hands.
And, I mean, there's nothing we could really do. We could, like, Atrocity one of these guys, but either of them hitting still kills us. So, that's the game. We just got Duran sculptured and outvalued. And we also drew, like, all of our sea monsters for drawing Nautilus, which, happens and is unfortunate.
Return.
But it's, the way it goes when you're playing deep. GG, opponent. Okay, we got some Teemo, Twisted Fate. Don't really know what this deck is doing. Drawing card, probably has got Aloof Travelers and stuff. Makes me want to not have Nautilus in hand if he's on Aloof Travelers. I don't see why he wouldn't be, especially with this champ combination in particular. Undergrowth, Dreg Dredger, super good. Would like Vile Feast as the better answer to Teemo, but, you know, we'll Undergrowth him if that's what we have. We'll just pass. No reason to spend the mana if we don't got to. I'll take another pass. He's going for the pokey. Maybe he doesn't have too good of a hand. I will play Lure. We got Sea Scarab. We're not gonna play him. We're at the 3 mana that we can bank. If they happen to have like drawn Teemo right there, we got Undergrowth. Monkey Business. Okay, it's a plunder deck. Okay. In that case, we will play Sea Scarab.
There's plenty
Yikes.
of killing left.
We'll play Drag Dredgers. I don't love blocking the 3/3, but it would toss us a card, put us to 13. That puts us to 9. We've got toss 3 here. Get some draw going. Like, is going to 13 the move? Can we block more than 3 damage later on? I don't know. I imagine this is probably like a powder monkey. I imagine that it's probably worth it here to block 2/3. or not Nautilus, Maokai is something I think we'll pass first. He's a plunder deck, so he probably wants to trigger that. And hey, that is getting undergrowth faster than you can say, Teemo. Those are good cards to not toss. Let's pass. Where are we at with deep? 8 away.
The dead don't need riches.
Yeah, we'll take it. You're good, dude. Let's play Maokai.
I will tend this garden.
Don't ask where
He's nabbing.
Ask how much. Sharing, not stealing.
7 away. Pass. We can play Dreg Dredgers next turn. We have the 3 mana right now.
Caesar
I figured he was running
We
that
sail!
card.
Aye, boss.
Yeah, I like, we can play him next turn to get the sapling and challenge something. Jeez, dude. Nautilus right when we want to see him.
Stuff make happy.
Gonna hit deep this turn. Next, yeah, no, we're gonna hit deep this turn. Play Nautilus next turn. We have a single Devourer of the Depths that we can fire off in conjunction with that. Parlay, huh? I mean, it activates Plunder, right? That's why he's doing it. Sure thing. Shipwreck. That puts us deep. Now, okay, he has an ephemeral unit though, so it's like I don't want to attack. I could obliterate that and like save damage. But I don't know, I feel like that's a little silly. I think we will just kill, I think the 4-1, he's the biggest threat. Let's get rid of him. Vile Feast, dude. No, put that in my hand, dude. Oh, he's swindling. So Atrocity, he might take an Atrocity. Right, like, these are his options.
The strong don't want
Oh
mercy.
my goodness.
Danger paid.
Oh, that was his. Okay. I mean, he's never gonna go deep, so that's a good thing. Let's obliterate that guy. Right, he's he can pull something to the side. He's threatening to kill Maokai. He's on the verge of flipping. Now he probably knows I had Devourer and is probably happy he's gotten that out of me. Okay, Deadbloom flips Maokai. No, it doesn't. Well, no, it will, because Maokai will toss too.
Send them to the drink.
Okay, we want to block the most here.
You defile the grove. Leave.
Like that. And now we slam a jamma Nautilus. Nautilus, when he's leveled, he's also going to put all of our sea monsters that we tossed back into our deck.
Give them room to spread their leaves.
Although we're about to like toss them all, but Sea Scarab and Maokai still going. Dang, dude. Should have just played Wanderer.
Forest.
But I got excited. Oh my goodness, dude. The triple monkey business? Like, are you okay? Calm down, Caillou. Let's play these Wanderers. They're gonna toss the cards that we just put back in our deck. But it is what it is. We need to heal, because I'm pretty sure like the finisher in this deck is Powder Pandemonium, which he probably has plundered 6 times, so he'll summon 6 Powder Monkeys, which would threaten 6 damage on us. Of course we don't like that.
I'm always up for a round or two.
Okay, so Twisted Fate says I'm gonna stun Nautilus.
Hold it
That's
close.
whatever. Which means I don't attack with him this turn. Wanderer, we only have 1 more tossable card. Of course, you can't toss champions, so the 3 cards left are our 2 Nautilus and 1 Maokai. We will just swing with the Doubloon Wanderers.
Buyer beware!
Deal 5. Why only 5? Oh, because he's going to deal 1. So we go to 12. It's on 3 cards in hand. How many of those are Powder Pandemoniums?
Treasures of the ages.
There's nothing to nab. Good job, bud. Now he does. I'm pretty sure he has a Devourer of the Depths. Like, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there it is. This Nautilus is Riptide. We're at a point, like, we have no more units. This is what we're working with. So we need to get him to 13 so that we can hit with Nautilus. Or we can Atrocity with Nautilus. Now, if I only attack with Nautilus, he probably trades down if I do this. Like, he probably just, like, sacks his merchant or something.
Add this to your bill.
He's playing around the Atrocity. He knows.
My wares.
Alright, and with that, dude, like, no, we're gonna Atrocity face here. That's not happening. That puts him at 13, where we might end up doubling up Atrocities to get this win. Terror of the... Yeah, I mean... Oh, what? We don't have Atrocity mana right now. What, Jaw Hunters created that? It's just... This is what happens when you run out of cards. You just keep getting Nautilus and Riptide. There is the Maokai, who will be very helpful in Maokai's flipped. Like, if we draw him, opponent is out of cards in deck. Or they have 4. Like, what if I just... How many cards? 2. He's passing on me. I don't know if he's, like, afraid of a second Atrocity. But... Now I just have an open attack if he does nothing.
My selection speaks for itself.
Haha! Got him. Take it in, opponent. There we go. Good game. Alright guys, and so that's going to be the video for today. We had a good couple of games. We did kind of get smorked around with the aggro lists. But aside from that, the other games were pretty competitive. We went 2 and 3 today. Of course, 2 of those 3 losses were to aggro. And I don't know what you can really do for this list to get better at aggro. I mean, I've already trimmed down Atrocities to add lower scale removal. It didn't seem to be enough. I do know that some deep lists, they like to run the strike spell in Bilgewater, the Bone Skewer. It works really well because it's like a strike spell and your unit moves to the top of your deck. So you ideally like put it on like Deadbloom Wanderer. You'll draw him again. You get to replay him and toss again, which sort of, you know, progresses your game plan of tossing cards. I prefer Thread the Needle over Bone Skewer because I get that like the summon effects are really good, being able to replay units, but like having to redraw a card is like terrible. Like, you know, this kind of, in a sense, this costs you 2 cards, right? Because it's like a card in your hand and a card on the board is going into your deck. You're gonna redraw it. It kind of it cripples your top deck for the next turn. And so, but it is an option if you think that might be better for whatever you're facing. It was pretty competitive. Outside of the aggro, we went 2-1. I think Deep is in a pretty decent spot right now. In all these games today, there was no Ionia. Ionia is one of the biggest counters to Deep. Nautilus just folds to bounce spells, and we didn't encounter any of that. So I think it's worth, I think you could climb pretty high with Deep right now, at least to Diamond, definitely to like low plat, potentially to low Diamond. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments if you have any other decks that you want to see showcased. And don't forget, if you like the video, to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It'll help out a lot. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your days.